So today we're going to look at two versions. This is the Amplified Classic and the Passion Translation. And so, verse 4, love endures long and is patient and kind. Love is large and incredibly patient. This is so important for us to capture. This is what love is. Love endures long. We all don't like being inconvenienced. We like things going our way. We like having a plan and that plan coming to fruition. We like things being convenient for us. But what is love in this case? In other versions, it would talk about love being patient, but the word patient is replaced with long suffering. Love long suffers. Love takes time even when it's not getting its own way. It is something that you must cultivate in your life. It is large. It endures long. When was the last time you had to wait? When was the last time you postponed your gratification, either of spending money, either of sex, and of anything that may be important to you? Have you endured? Have you been patient? It's so important for us to be able to capture this. In the Passion Translation, it describes it as incredibly patient. Love is gentle and consistently kind to all. Love is gentle and is consistently kind to all. This thing about endurance, it reminds me of a psalm which says that the Lord is slow to anger and abounding in love. The Lord is good to all. He has compassion on all he has made. The Lord is not quick to speak, as in verse 1. So be very careful. Be very careful when you want to be seen, when you want to be heard. Have you been patient enough to listen? In prayer, even when we are praying and we are praying in tongues, are there moments that we give to the Lord in silence and listen? Silence in prayer brings breakthrough. Silence in prayer allows you and your spirit man to be able to hear and understand what God is actually saying. Silence in prayer gives you a culture, cultivates a culture of anticipation, a culture of expectancy. This is so important. Love is kind to all. It's not to some. It does not speak to some people. Love is kind to all. Not few, not some, not even most, but all. So these are practical things that we must begin to cultivate in our life. Practical things. When was the last time we cultivated kindness to somebody who was not loving to us? Somebody who has undercut you. When was the last time we spoke and showed kindness? Spoke love and showed kindness to somebody who you do not agree with? Somebody who is not a believer? Somebody who is quick-tempered? When was the last time we showed this? You see, here we see that it is consistent. It is gentle. Love never is envious, nor boils over with jealousy. Is not boastful, and this is an important thing to note, or vainglorious. You see, here this boastful speaks of being somebody. Verse 2, that thing that we were trying to address, that I am nothing, I am a useless nobody if I do not have love. But we do want to be something. And if we are something, then why not boast about it? You don't need to. Because boasting, I've recently learned that boasting is selfishness from a person who has a very strong heart. But self-pity is, so there's boasting and there's self-pity. Both are pride. The only difference is this boasting is from a strong heart, and self-pity is from a weak heart. But both motivations of the heart are wrong. So, is it wrong to boast in yourself? Yes. Because we recognize that with the love of God, we have really nothing to boast in ourselves. Every single thing that we have that is good was put in us by the Lord, who is love. And we're going to be looking at that later on in the book of John, the letters of John. It is not boastful or vainglorious. In the Passion Translation is it refuses to be jealous. When blessing comes to someone else, it does not display itself haughtily or with pride. Love does not brag about one's achievements. nor inflate its own importance. Ish. And this is what we're really looking at, because when you look at this word about one's achievements, it brings us back to verse 3, which speaks of, I would gain nothing of value, which means Paul is saying here that gaining something of value is important. Having an achievement is important. Standing for your achievements is important. So, how do we gain something of value yet not brag about one's achievement? How we do this is we recognize where it comes from. We recognize that on our own we can do nothing. That whatever you have achieved, it has to stem from a motivation of love. It has to stem from a place where intellectually, sensibly, emotionally, and willfully you have loved God and you have loved the people that He created. You do not have to brag about your achievements, nor inflate your own importance. This is selfishness. This is not self-care. It is selfishness. Thank you for joining us in the study of verse 4. We shall continue next time.